The A-League men's regular season is boiling to its climax. With 2.5 rounds to go, 4 of the 6 final spots have now been filled, meaning competition for the 2 that remain is absolutely white hot, with every minute of every match taking on enhanced importance. Wellington can go a long way to securing their top 6 spot with victory here today, while a win for Brisbane would keep their finals flame burning ahead of a keenly awaited return to Suncorp Stadium in 8 days' time. Eden Park is today's venue. The Phoenix have never lost here. Brisbane Roar have never been here. But what plays out here over the next couple of hours will have big repercussions for the finals hopes of both of these sides. Let's get you to the Wellington Phoenix starting formation. 1 enforced and 3 tactical changes for Wellington. Josh Laws is suspended after his red card against Melbourne City on Easter Monday. Nico Boxall comes in to centre-back for his first A-League start. He partners Scott Wootton, who returns from injury, pushing Tim Payne out to right back. Callan Elliott dropping to the bench. Bojadir Kraev drops out of the starting 11, replaced by Costa Barbarouses. Clayton Lewis starts in midfield in place of skipper Alex Rufer. That means Ollie Sale has the captain's armband today in his hometown. Unsurprisingly, Brisbane are unchanged after their 3-0 win over Newcastle last weekend. The right side of the back four, Jack Hingett and Scott Neville, boast over 540 A-League appearances. Kai Truan's been practically an ever-present in midfield. Jay O'Shea has goals in each of his last 5 games, and 33-year-old Serbian striker Stefan Shepovic opened his A-League account last weekend. Plenty of experience and potential impact on the Wellington Phoenix bench. Rufer, Kraev and Elliott. And for Brisbane, Nikola Miliusnic has goal-scoring pedigree. Austrian Marcel Kennedy is also among the reserves. Nico Boxall makes his starting debut for the Phoenix in his hometown, having played professionally in Germany, Finland, Denmark and the US. His older brother and fellow All-White Michael played 39 matches for the Phoenix. Interim Brisbane Roar coach Nick Green replaced Warren Moon in February, and in the time since has overseen 3 wins all at home and 3 losses all away. In that time, Brisbane have scored 10 and conceded 10. No word yet on whether he or somebody else will take on the role full-time next season. Just about set for a start in Auckland. Absolutely crucial contest coming up between the Wellington Phoenix, all in gold, attacking the goal to right of screen, and Brisbane Roar in their change strip, darker than their traditional orange, attacking the goal to our left. 46th meeting between these two, 21 wins for Brisbane, 11 for Wellington, 13 draws. The Phoenix have won the last 2 meetings. Never in their history have they won 3 in a row against Brisbane. Brisbane have won their last 3 home games, but have just 1 point from their last 7 on the road. That playing surface looks absolutely immaculate, especially when you compare it to the last patch of grass that the Phoenix were unfortunate enough to play on, Amy Park, on Easter Monday. Should be no problem with the surface today, Jake.
Oh, there is absolutely no problem with this track at Eden Park.
Good crisp passing by Brisbane as they break forward again. Here's Lofthouse. He might try and make room for a shot. Lofthouse, and it's a penalty. Jan Saas collecting the legs of Jez Lofthouse, and Brisbane have an early opportunity to open the scoring from the penalty spot.
That's exactly the sort of start that Nick Green will be hoping for. Turn over the ball in the middle, spring forward, find Lofthouse on the edge, cuts inside Payne, and then it's the recovering Jan Saas. Puts his feet right in the middle of it, makes a tangle. Very clear penalty.
Not a word of complaint from any Wellington Phoenix player. Clear as day. Jan Saas collecting Jez Lofthouse.
Jay O'Shea, the man from 12 yards.
He scored in 5 consecutive games. He's now scored in 6. He equals the club record held by club legend Besart Berisha. Jay O'Shea, a scorer in 6 consecutive matches, and Brisbane into an early 1-0 lead.
Never any doubt. A man so confident from the penalty spot. Strolls up to this one, waits for Ollie Sale to move, and guides it down the middle of the goal, vacated by Ollie Sale. I'm not quite sure how, but he's managed to get his way into the conversation with Besart Berisha. That elevates the achievement.
Brisbane keeping Wellington pinned in. They have, without question, had the better of the first quarter of this match. The Brisbane Roar is Truant. Finds its way through again, and now it's Jay O'Shea, the goal scorer. Once again, Wellington force Brisbane back, but once again, they retain possession. It's almost as though this Brisbane side has found a new lease on life under their new coach, but it's now broken up, and Wellington perhaps with a chance to break through. Oscar Zavada looks left and right, goes himself, and it all came apart at the seams rather for Wellington. Was there a touch of a Brisbane player?
I think there definitely was. The question is, did Jan Sass get a touch on that on the way through? This time the Wellington Phoenix win the ball and break from the middle of the park, and Zavada waits for a run to come, looking to slip someone in. Not enough, so he takes the opportunity on himself, and he has every right to. In great form this season.
Sass takes the corner. Zavada! Well, it's been a familiar sight. The pole rising high and getting his head on the ball, but not the purchase that was required to trouble Jordan Holmes that time.
Does rather hold up in the wind there, an outswinger. And Jack Hingett isn't the first player to be held at bay by Oscar Zavada as he creates a chance for himself.
Lewis will take this in swinging corner from the right-hand side. Zavada is an obvious target. On the edge, Sam Sutton, what a save by Holmes. What a strike by Sutton, but what a good save. Straight at him, in all honesty, but there was some power behind that from Sam Sutton.
What a hit. Sutton stings the palms of Holmes.
Here's Sass again. A couple of step-overs, but a heavy touch, and it'll all fizzle out for Wellington, but Sam Sutton gave that plenty.
Well, Jordan Holmes sees the ball, initially repelled again, falls to Sutton. And then Holmes doesn't just defend the goal, he has to defend himself, because that is travelling. A beautiful hit. How late does Holmes see it as well, Jason? Adds to the save.
Yeah, Sam Sutton must have thought that his second goal of this season was going to come there. Period of sustained pressure by Wellington here, but Brisbane holding firm for the moment. Boxall's all the way forward. Ball is there, he goes down. Stephen Lucas says that is a penalty.
Well, just quietly, the boy from Sandringham has created this opportunity. Stayed forward from centre-back. Nico Boxall drifted off the back post. Stephen Ugarkovic tries to find him. It's a lovely ball in, as they have done. Brisbane will get the ball away the first time. And then Jez Lofthouse with the faintest but important touch on David Ball, and that's enough.
As Brisbane had a golden opportunity to open the scoring, Wellington and that man Oscar Zavada have an equally inviting opportunity to square the ledger.
Not the same level of certainty.
They say 13 is unlucky. That is Oscar Zavada's goal tally. It's now 14 for the towering pole, and Wellington level it at one apiece.
Eden Park's on its feet. Wellington's goal-scoring Goliath does it from 12 yards this time. Number 14 rolls that one in. No doubt about it. Back to 1-1.
Hoare battling away in midfield does well to win the ball for Brisbane. Shepovic. Gets the return pass, Stefan Shepovic. Henry Hoare, clever. Henry Hoare, tight angle. Sits down to defender Scott Wootton, still there for Hoare. Well, he doesn't want to get rid of it. He does now. Against the crossbar. Absolutely sensational effort by Henry Hoare.
Well, his goal last week was good. That would have been special. I think he had the ball there for all of 20-25 seconds inside the Wellington Phoenix's 18-yard box.
What a revelation he's been, Henry Hoare, this season for Brisbane Roar. Still just 23, but plays football with a smile on his face and a spring in his step, as does Jez Lofthouse, who's leading them on a merry dance down the left. Ugarkovic in pain. Look to double team him. Ball's gone out and everybody can catch their breath a bit, but the twinkling feet of Lofthouse and Hoare, wonderful to watch.
Let's have a look at this. This is special. Comes off the back of some tight interplay. And then Henry Hoare dances. Sits Scott Wootton down. Tim Payne doesn't want to add to the highlights reel. He then comes inside as Jan Sass backs off as well. And is that a fingertip from Ollie Sale?
Sass in a bit of a cul-de-sac, but gets out of it nicely. Ugarkovic. Stephen Ugarkovic across the penalty area behind Costa Barbarouses. Sutton's not going to be able to grab that before it goes behind for a goal kick. Well, that's certainly gone behind. I'm not sure why that's been missed by the assistant referee on this near side, Mark Rule. If anything comes of this, it's not going to count because that was well and truly over the byline.
I'll tell you who's outside of his technical area at the moment is Nick Green. The Royal bench weren't happy about the penalty and they were pretty filthy about that as well.
Well, I wonder how long play has to go before you can go back. We might find out in a minute. Here's Jan Sass. Deflected. Great save by Jordan Holmes. Strong left hands.
And there's the response. Stephen Lucas isn't happy. I'm not sure if that's with Scott Neville or Jordan Holmes, but we knew it was coming. Brisbane Roar waiting for the ball to go out so it could serve up a reaction to Mark Rule. I wonder if we've got an angle of it. This is the chance for Sass. Lots of bodies around, does well to get the shot off. There's a deflection, and it makes the save all the more important from Jordan Holmes.
Gamolka. Almost found its way through to Henry Hoare. And Stephen Lucas brings a pretty intriguing, pretty enthralling, pretty keenly contested first half to a close. Jez Lofthouse was brought down for a penalty that Jay O'Shea scored, and then himself brought down David Ball for a penalty that Oscar Zavada put into the back of the net. Half-time at Eden Park. The Wellington Phoenix 1, Brisbane Roar 1. A pretty important 45 minutes of football underway at Eden Park. Brisbane Roar on the dark strip now, attacking the goal to our right. And the Wellington Phoenix in their gold and black heading back towards the left of screen. Confirmation of that change with Elliott on for Boxall. Jan Sass goes down and in some discomfort. Yellow card brandished. And Tom Aldred is the man who's received the yellow card, sliding in there on Jan Sass.
Tom Aldred had both studs down and nothing made contact with the lower leg.
Lewis takes the resulting free kick out to the edge, and Henry Hoare looks to bring it away. Lewis stops him from doing so. It's there for Barbarouses. Slides it sideways, lovely. David Ball across the area. Zavada can't make it. Beautifully constructed move. Barbarouses ball, and Oscar Zavada unable to apply the finishing touch.
Scott Wootton gets involved initially. Lovely ball from Barbarouses through the legs and across the face of goal.
That one by Payne just evades Jay O'Shea, but Wootton's got to go back and tidy up, and doesn't do it particularly well because Brisbane have seized upon this, and Jay O'Shea might try and turn defence into attack. Shepovic goes down. O'Shea again. Lofthouse. Cuts inside, Jez Lofthouse and shoots, palmed away by Sale. It looked as though Lofthouse was going to use the rating Noah Smith outside him, but instead elected to shoot himself. Sale maybe not quite expecting it. Kamalka can't continue the move.
Again, Jess Lofthouse lurking down this left-hand side, drifts inside onto the right foot. And a manageable save there by Ollie Sale.
A bit scrappy in midfield, but Wellington pick up those scraps. Lewis is told to turn outside of the foot to Sass. Lovely. Can they continue the move to Barbarouses? Zavada's in the area, ball arriving. Into Sass. Here's Jan Sass. Great save by Holmes. Still there for Zavada. He tries the back heel. Ambitious from Zavada, but he has got a corner. But Jan Sass testing Jordan Holmes.
Well, Jan Sass claps. He's involved at several stages throughout the course of this attack, finds Barbarouses well. And then Costa gets his head up, returns the ball to Jan Sass. Good initial save, and then Oscar Zavada back to goal. He's got Callan Elliott on his right. And I think it's David Bull to his left. Both players asking for the big number 9 to give them the ball.
Hingett. Good cross in by Hingett, missed completely by Shepovic. Now Wellington come again, end-to-end at the moment. Barbarouses. Is this his time, Costa Barbarouses? Gets it back from Sass. Gives it back to Sass. Clever. Here's Jan Sass. Surely now! Well, enigma he may be, but goal scorer today he is. In the words of the late great Michael Cockrell, that was brilliant from Jan Sass.
He's enjoying the moment, and he has every right to. The constant threat for the Wellington Phoenix has been through their number 10s. And the Brazilian starts it off. Costa Barbarouses hands the ball back to him. He gives it into Zavada. And then Jan Sass through on goal. A tidy finish. Strokes it beyond Holmes. 2-1 to the Wellington Phoenix. There's so much space in between the defensive lines at the moment. Whatever change has been made at half-time by Tale is really paying dividends.
Here's Jay O'Shea looking to score a second. What a save. What a save by Sale. Jay O'Shea is one-on-one. That's going in, but for the right hand of Ollie Sale.
It's coming, Jay, it's coming.
That was really well worked down the right-hand side. Hingett finds Hoare, who then finds O'Shea. Through on goal, a not dissimilar position to where Jan Sass found himself. But this time, the difference is that right hand of Ollie Sale. A slight but incredibly important touch.
Well, Tim Payne's bringing it out from defence in the style of Rio Ferdinand. Elliott. Ugarkovic slides it into Zavada. Sideways to Sass. His first touch is no good. Third, fourth, fifth touch. Sixth touch. Saved by Holmes. Zavada can't get there. Jordan Holmes with another massive save for Brisbane. Scott Neville can't quite complete the clearance. Barbarouses takes it off him. Here's Costa in the area, slides it back. David Ball into a crowd of bodies, and they clear it. Still there for Wellington, it's all over the place. Callan Elliott into the back of Scott Neville. What a passage of play.
The Brisbane Roar are listing at the moment. They're staying afloat thanks to a huge save from Jordan Holmes. Once the Phoenix get beyond that initial press, there is so much space to attack this back four, and more often than not, it seems to be man-on-man as the Phoenix number 10s are unmarked.
Given away by Lewis to Hoare. He breaks forward. Ball brings him down, and he'll go in the book, David Ball, for that challenge on Henry Hoare as he seized onto the errant pass from Clayton Lewis.
We exchange there from David Ball and Ufuk Tale. Poor touch resulted in a counter-attack for Brisbane Roar. Here's the chance. Ball almost gets away from Jan Sass, a block initially, and then a huge save from Holmes.
Through the legs and out to Elliott. Into the area. And Oscar Zavada climbed high. It's going to fall to David Ball. David Ball! Has that crossed the line? Has that crossed the line? I don't think it has. I really don't think that's a goal.
What is going on? What a chaotic series of events. They're checking. David Ball gets it out of his feet. Off one post, off another, off Holmes, still there, off the post again. Does it cross the line? No.
Goalkeeper thought about the shot. Digs it in instead. Elliott nods it down. Here's ball again. Off the post again from David Ball and headed behind. Well, in the space of 60 seconds, David Ball has hit the post 3 times.
Well, he's only scored 1 goal this season, but here he's been denied by the post 3 times in 30 seconds. He is literally inches every time away from putting that ball in the back of the net.
Here's Knowles. He's won a corner. And this time it's Wellington who believe that had gone behind before. Joe Knowles.
I think they're asking for offside. Piney.
Upshot of it all is the corner.
Just keep an eye on that near post. It is heavily occupied.
That's where it hits. And it goes in as well. And Brisbane have equalised. Not sure who got the final touch. But the most important thing is the ball has found its way in, and Brisbane level at 2-2.
Delightful ball in, and it might even be an own goal. It looks like it's come off Tim Payne.
Crowd on their feet. A throng of players on the edge of the area. Lifted in by Payne, away by Brisbane. And Sass might have the final kick of the football today, and it has sailed wide, and indeed that proves to be the case. It's all square at the Garden of Eden, a result which probably doesn't do the playoff hopes of either side too much good. Wellington stay in the fight. Brisbane probably do too. They'll take a point away from this compelling contest. Wellington Phoenix 2, Brisbane Roar 2.